So it has a brew. The only thing that I really wanted to talk about was t-shirts. I've actually created a few more. So there's some more t-shirts going around, which is we just got my ugly mug on it and Nazi Chill underneath, because Josh019 or whatever he's called on Twitter, some stupid Canadian, decided to slag me off and say that my t-shirts were a load of shit and he wouldn't buy them, and to put my ugly mug on there. So I did that, and that's that. So you can go and have a look at that and see some updated t-shirts. At the moment, that's kind of going to be it, I think, unless somebody wants something else. I did try and do some mugs, but annoyingly with Spreadshirt, it only gives you one colour of mug, which is white, and I didn't really want to do that, so that's that. The other thing you want to go and check out is Gaben.tv. Gaben.tv is fucking amazing and hilarious. Basically, with the Steam Summer Sale coming up in, I think it's going to be any moment now. It's going to damage everybody's wallets, and you're going to have insanely cheap games coming around. The only other thing I wanted to update you on was the book, which I never actually told anybody about. I was approached to write this book. Basically, the company got basically very funny with me and wanted me to overview the entire book. Well, overview of the entire chapter with they gave me a week to give an overview of the book, try and decide who it was aimed at. All these other things that really the publisher should have done. They should have done all this in the first place. And I was like, do you know what? Because I hadn't signed a contract. I hadn't done any of this. And I was just like, do you know what? I'm not even going to bother. And the way they were going about it was kind of a little bit rubbish as well, because it was a little bit too niche, and there was going to be no money in it. So I was like, and that wasn't really my intention. I just wanted to do it for interest purposes and other things. It wasn't really the point of getting the money from it, because I never really do anything for the money. It's not really worth the money. I mean, like, same with YouTube, it's not really worth. And if I did it for the money, I wouldn't bother doing it, because you don't get very much money doing YouTube unless you're insanely popular. So yeah, that was that. I basically then sacked it up and said, you know what, two things to you. The way the officers worded the email was really, really unprofessional. They were like really hasting to get it done. I was just like, do you know what, I'm not interested. You're going to piss me about. Sod you, sod your company, sod your book. I'm very tempted to write my own book based upon the subject. So if you think that would be really helpful and you really want maybe even a free book, I mean, I'm quite happy to do that. I mean, if that's all you want for something like an instruction manual for Untangle or IP-Fire, this is the thing that I did think about doing. I might even have us talk to the developers about it. IP-Fire is a really great product. It really is. As much as I've slagged it off, it's a fantastic. I've been running it now for forever. I've restarted it, I think, twice, because there was a few issues that I thought might have been the router, and it turns out it wasn't the router. It was what was it? It was the internet. I think it was my stupid ISP were dicking around with something, and yeah. But anyway, IP-Fire as a product, as a package, is fantastic. Go and use it. But IP-Fire as a service and as a support mechanism, so the way they support their users, not so much. And I don't want to slag them off, because I'm going to try and contribute a little bit to the wiki. But the wiki, from an English point of view, is a little bit shit. It kind of looks like someone's basically gone to Google Translate and converted everything that was in German to English, but not done it very well. And because by the time you have like a few abbreviations, Google doesn't know, or Babblefish or whatever translation app you use, Google Translate obviously. Because who uses Babblefish nowadays? I don't know. But you use Google Translate, it's not going to translate the short words, because it doesn't know what it is. So it kind of looks a little bit like, I mean, some pages are better than others, but generally the whole thing is a little bit rubbish. And so I did think about possibly creating an ebook or something like that for IP-Fire. I do need to create a video series on the IP-Fire, and when I get the chance I will. A lot of people are saying, I do only work 20-ish hours a week, I only work 3 days a week, but you have no idea, I still do not have the time to do videos. I've got other things to do by the time I do scouts, and I do everything else. It's just, by the time I do a little bit of third party or a bit of freelance work as well, I don't have the time to do videos. So I'm going to try and do it at some point, hopefully. Maybe this weekend, maybe next weekend, I don't know. I'm going to try and set aside some time to do it. I was actually going to film this outside, but I just felt like an idiot doing it outside because it's glorious weather outside. and people just kept saying, oh, just fucking man up and get outside. I didn't want to because, for a start, I'm on my own. Second of all, I have a lapel mic, but it would have to be connected to the camera, so it means I'd have to be quite close and it looks really unprofessional, and so I'd get some really weird looks off of other Plymothians, because Plymothians don't like you. Plymothians for some reason, don't like people taking pictures. They look at you really weirdly. If you walk around Plymouth with a DSLR, they just stare innately at you as though you've gone nuts, although you're some weird train spotter. So I decided not to do that, as much as people say, oh, just man up and get on with it. If I had like 1,000 views for every video, that'd be fine. Like if I had 1,000 subscribers, that would be brilliant. I'm fine. I wouldn't worry about it. But because I don't, I can't really get. Oh, because if people would look at me and go like, I could just say, well, two fingers to you, because I've got like 10,000 subscribers, and you know I'm going to get 100,000 views for this video or whatever. But anyway, ranting aside, competition is coming at the end of the month. The reason it's the end of the month is going to have to wait for the prizes to actually get here. I'm not going to create a competition without the prizes being here, because obviously then that means that I just want to be able to show it to you, show you what you're actually going to win. Basically going to be a lens mug, Avengers, and I think a copy of Happy Feet I think is on offer at the moment, because I've got a copy of that kicking around here somewhere, and a Sports Direct mug because it's massive, it's huge, it's 500 mils of tea. So I'll be giving stuff like that away, nothing special, but hey, I've not really got anything else to give away. I'd love to give away something really substantial, like a graphics card, but A, I've not got the money, and B, I'm not sponsored. So if you know anybody that's looking for sponsors, or looking for somebody to sponsor, hit me up. I don't necessarily want sponsorship. I've been approached by a few people to do partnership deals. I don't want to partner with anybody because, one, the money is shit. Two, you then tie it into a contract. 3, they then dictate when your upload schedule is and everything else. I don't want to do that. I just don't want to get involved with that. I'm in it for the community. I'm not in it to make the money. As much as I'd love to earn a living from this, it'd be brilliant because it means I can actually dedicate my time to making videos. But I don't want to do that because I'm not in it for the money. It's nice to get a little bit of something in return for your time and for your effort, but I'm not in it for the money. As much as people think, oh yeah, you are, but why do you put ads on your videos? I put ads on my videos to pay for some of the stuff that I do, because some of the stuff I do isn't free. Cameras aren't free, mics aren't free, things are not free. Unfortunately, I do have production costs, and therefore I do have to put ads on videos. If I was a Sony or something like that, I wouldn't bother because it wouldn't matter. If I was a big commercial company, it wouldn't matter because I already have my money coming from elsewhere, so I wouldn't worry about ads. But there you go. I think that's pretty much it. I think so. I'm going to try and do an IP fire series. I need to look at QoS because QoS is a pain in the ass to do on IP fire. It's not as easy. It's easy to configure. It's just you need to know what the fuck you're doing, basically. It's the same with the update caching as well, and proxies and stuff. So I'm going to cover all that, and maybe we'll look at. Is it Peter Pedar? I think it is. Keeps asking about servers. I'm going to do one. Calm down. I am going to do one eventually. A server video on Windows Server 2008 R2 and Windows Server 2012 and Windows Server 2012 R1 or R2. Is it that's coming out? The one that's currently in beta or testing or RC1 at the moment. I'll do some things on that, I'll do some things on servers, I'll do some things on hardware and all these other bits and pieces eventually when I get some time. But apart from that, I shall catch you in a later video.